Every single time the Bitcoin RSI was below 35, Bitcoin exploded towards the upside afterwards. And guess what? Right now we are seeing it once again happening, and this is a really good sign for Bitcoin. Everyone was in fear and is in fear if Bitcoin drops here, but if Bitcoin drops towards this zone, this is the exact moment you want to scale in Bitcoin positions, because this is massive for Bitcoin. These are the setups I am looking for. There is not really much happening for Bitcoin, but we have some trade scenarios I want to share with you. Bitcoin is perfectly bouncing from off this golden line, and every single time we saw this happening or this level getting broken, a bull market kicked off, which is massive. The short-term holder supply profit loss ratio just hit a low here, and every single time we were below the 80% loss, Bitcoin set a new low and pumped towards the upside afterwards. We will dive into that and way more in today's video, but first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. I'm sharing pure alpha right over here, and you wouldn't miss anything if you follow me over here. And of course, please make sure to join my free Telegram link here in the bio here. It's the best trading group. If you want to get in there, you can join it completely for free, and we will share you free setups and free alpha over there. And most important thing, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Like this daily update video if you love those updates, and let's dive right away into the chart for now. Because what we can see, and this is a really interesting chart, we have the RSI below, and every single time we dropped below this blue line, and that blue line is at 35 RSI meter. Every single time we dropped here, we saw a bottom getting created, and we were near the bottom, and every single time we dropped below it, we were near a bottom. Maybe we could go a little bit further down, like we have seen right here, like we have seen right here, but a fact is that we were close to setting a bottom for Bitcoin, and afterwards we saw Bitcoin exceptionally pumping towards the upside. We have seen that right over in 2015. First time we were below, we dropped further, but we were near the bottom. We tapped a second time below, and that was exactly where the bottom was getting hit here. And that is where Bitcoin rallied perfectly towards the upside. And if you bought your Bitcoin right over here, the first signal we got, you would have made 5,000% on your investment, which is massive. Then the second time in December 2018, we dropped below it once again right over here. If you bought your Bitcoin right there, you would have made 240% profit. And if you hold it a little bit longer, you would have made 1600% profit. Then we saw it once again happening in 2020, the Corona dump. We dumped under the 35. If you bought your Bitcoin right there, you would have made 900% profit, which is massive. Then in 2022, we saw it happening once again. First signal, second signal, under the 35 and pump towards the upside. If you bought the first signal here, worst case scenario, right, you would have made 500%. And a very important thing right now is we are currently under the 35 meter on the RSI, which historically is seen is a really good moment to buy your Bitcoin. If you bought every time we dumped below that 35 level, you would have made profit in Bitcoin. Worst case scenario, you bought it right here and you would have made a 500% gain, which is massive. So this is your sign to not wait any longer. Do not fear in the market, because historically speaking, this was the exact moment to buy in Bitcoin here. And that is what I want to say with this chart. This is a really good moment to scale in your Bitcoin. Then if we look at this time frame a little bit lower here, the 3 days, we can see that we are creating a wick on the lower side. This is a really interesting area because there is a lot of liquidity laying below here. People didn't buy their Bitcoin at these prices, but right now we are pumping towards the upside. People are buying their Bitcoin right now. What do we want to see? Take them out, and that is exactly what I'm waiting for here on the $86.6 thousand. Take them out. People are in fear once again. If we drop towards that $84,000, people are selling, people are in fear, and that's exactly what we want to be seeing here, because that is exactly when Bitcoin bottoms out, when people are in fear. Right now we are seeing that once again, and if the fear kicks in, that is exactly where I want to buy my Bitcoin, and exactly that is what I did with this dump, because I was the person at $84,000 that told you that we are in a discount price, and if you bought your Bitcoin here, you would have made massive gains over a few months. I was the one that was calling it, and right now I'm calling it once again. If we drop here towards that white zone here, and people are freaking out once again because we're dropping, that is exactly where I buy their Bitcoin that they are selling. And that is exactly the advice I am giving you to do so here. Then if we are looking at some lower time frames for Bitcoin, of course there is not really much happening on Bitcoin here. It's of course Saturday, so the volatility is pretty low here. But yesterday I talked about this. We have swept this high, like this one, sorry. And I said in a few videos ago that I didn't want to short it, but right now we have seen this high getting taken out here. So we took everyone out who put a stop loss above here that wanted to short this move towards the downside. And that is exactly what the market makers want. So this is what I'm expecting here. We took it out. I really want to get into this long position, but of course we need to be patient in the market, and of course in this one as well. The market needs to pull back, but right now what I'm seeing, if we break this white line towards the downside, retest it further towards the upside, that is where I am scaling up a low risk short, so not with much risk, but I want to trade this move towards the downside if it happens so, and that is why I wanted to see this high getting swept. And right now I have a little bit more confidence that if we break this level and retested it, that we will see some more downwards movement. Of course, wait for your confirmations before rushing into any trades. And of course, like I've said in yesterday's video, nothing changed. I have still putting up limit orders at the $87.7 thousand and at the $84.5 thousand. So if price drops and I miss out on this short, I will get into long positions on those levels here. And if you want to trade those long positions by yourself, please make sure to sign up on WeX through the link in the description. You will have the best trading circumstances possible, and I'm giving you here the free setups, free alphas, and the only thing you need to do is sign up through the link in the description to trade over on WeX, put those setups in WeX, and you will have the best trading circumstances possible, and you will be profitable as hell here. Then if we look at Bitcoin at the weekly time frame, we can see that I've pulled out the 100 EMA here. For the people who don't know that, the 100 EMA is an average moving of the last 100 days. That is some important information you need to know. But why is this line so important? Every single time we broke this line towards the downside, the bear market started. So right over here, price broke below the golden line. That is exactly where the bear market started and where you could sell all your crypto to not get wrecked to the wall bottom. Then if we break this golden line towards the upside, that is exactly where the bull market started towards the upside. And right now we are in a decision point, and this is a really interesting point in the market. But right now we are retesting it, so there is not a sign of a loss and a start of the bear market. But this is a level you really want to keep in mind, because we really want to stay above this golden line. If we break it towards the downside, we will probably see a 2022 scenario happening once again, and that will cause for more downside on Bitcoin. But right now we are perfectly retesting it, and the buy orders getting in the market for Bitcoin, which is really, really good to see. So for now, there is nothing to worry about on this golden line. Right now, this is a really bullish retest we are getting right now. So this is also a massive green flag to buy your Bitcoin at such a low prices we are seeing right now. Exactly as we have talked about this chart and this chart, this is the opportunity, and this chart is also confirming it once again here. Then also, if we look at the short-term holder supply profit loss ratio, we can see that red line right here. Every single time we drop below it, hit the 95% loss ratio. In the past, we have seen the bottom getting created exactly at the 95% loss level. That is exactly what we are seeing right now. So we tapped into that red area here. We pumped back up, retested this level. That's exactly what we are doing right now. And then moved further towards the upside, and everyone was in profit once again. That was exactly where the bottom was created and the top was created. Right now we are seeing the exact same thing happening once again. And this could lead to a massive move towards the upside. Because I've been talking about this a lot, but market makers want to shake everyone out of the market before the real move starts. And that is exactly what they have been doing right over here. So I really think that, as we have seen in May 2025, that this is a really good signal and a bottom signal for Bitcoin here, which is massive here. And that was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X, join my free Telegram link, and please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you love those updates. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.